I wrote 3 EPs and never released any. That sounds crazy, right? But it's true. It's been 3 years now since I made the decision to leave with no regrets. I'm fully dedicating myself to this one childhood dream, music. So I started writing and recording on my iPhone.
I was the target, was not an accident when you sent all these bullets.
Yeah, clearly I had a lot to learn. I still do, actually. So today we're diving into Wileyn, raw and unfiltered. From my earliest iPhone recordings to where I am now. The shaky vocals, the awkward takes, les moments moches quoi. So get ready to cringe a little. Grab your popcorns and a warm drink. Let's go. The first EP, A Little Girl's Grief. I wrote this EP when I was 18, I guess. My goal was to write a song for each step of grief. I had gone through a big family breakup and needed to exercise that pain, you know? Maybe even grieve the leaving. I wrote Ghost for denial, but we'll get back to that one later. And then I wrote Dark Lullaby for anger. There's actually an arc in fairy tale that's called Lullaby, and every time I hear like Dark Lullaby, my song, it just reminds me of it, probably because of that creepy sound, you know, the creepy melodies. And then for depression, I wrote Gone Forever, though honestly now that I hear it again, I feel like it's more about regrets and missing someone more than about depression, where you question your whole existence and, you know, reason to leave.
You're gone forever, and forever is also a mouth for you. Yes. It tears me apart that I didn't told you this.
Okay, I won't spend too much time on this part because it wasn't a very serious project, but it really helped me grow as a musician, a songwriter, a performer, you know, as an artist. For those who don't know, I actually did quite a few auditions for K-pop girl groups, way before Cat's Eye and, you know, international girl groups. After a while, a small label noticed me, and then another one which was not K-pop, but they were planning to make an international girl group remotely. Yes, à distance. So yeah, not the usual training system, you know. They scouted a bunch of talented teenagers online and made a group. And guess what? I was in it. So we were 5 girls, and oh my god, they were so sweet and talented that I just wanted to give my all to this group, honestly. I quickly became the leader, main vocalist, lead rapper, and lyricist. No pressure, right? No pressure at all. And even though we didn't train like in K-pop, like, we were still like constantly working, you know, because well, we were teenagers with a dream, and they gave us the opportunity of making like original music as a group. And so yeah, we were like creating covers, writing cyphers, recording them, like preparing the introduction performance for each members, you know. Our main goal was debuting with an original song, right? So I wrote for the group for the first time ever. Really had to step up my game, let's be honest. And that's how I wrote 24 Hours.
And if you need anything, ooh, I'll be the one to bring it to ya. 24 hours of your love, when you start to get hard. 24 hours of your mind, all the girl wanna make you shine. You won't feel right, boy, are you ready? The game is done, and now I'm gonna
not that bad for a first time. Definitely a demo. It was my first time writing for a group again, so I didn't really know how to do it, you know. We didn't have any precise concept. I really went with my intuition, you know, like, yeah, let's just do it, you know. I really wanted to take in consideration every member's personality and voices, and yeah, I thought it really fitted. I wanted to create something more powerful, you know. So 24 Hours was for the debut song, and then I wanted to have a sort of a mini EP for the comeback. I had big ambitions, like, honestly. Even if I knew how to say that, you know, you're a bit in the denial, because it was just so nice working with other girls that share the same dreams as you know. So yeah, it really encouraged me to do better, even if I knew that we weren't going to perform, you know, on stage together, you know, just recording. Everyone was recording in like the bedroom, and then yeah, for the comeback, I wanted to write something more powerful, and that's when I wrote Run Baby Run.
Surprise, I'm alive. Run, baby, run. Hide, I'll sick, it's my bloody Valentine. Run. Run, baby, run. 'Cause the freak you feel is coming alive.
And then I wrote Red Eyes.
Anything that you left, but I cherish every shade of red and every tears I shed. More cherry roses on the floor. Red paint, a little piece of my broken heart. Watching my friends so you don't call no more. Thinking that I'm sorry that we over, so over. I'll tear it up and throw through my fingers. Left my bed for the first time since I've seen memories. If you see me when you recognize me, watching through my eyes, and I knew you did all my scars, babe. All my scars, yeah. Bruises on my soul, baby, you won't become red.
I can't like share the full songs on the video right now because it's gonna be long. But I'll link the demos in the description, so if you're curious, you can go and check this. Unfortunately, the project ended because of lack of involvement from some of the members. When I went solo again, I started writing a lot. No real plan, just experimenting. I was a bit lost. I had to, you know, find my identity again out of the group. And what's a better way to do that than just try everything that goes through your mind, right? So I wrote The Show.
Welcome to the world where everything's under control. Don't show anything real, they're only here for spectacle. Say yours are for fire, your is if thunderous to close. What's the price of the show?
Paranoia.
My heart is racing when I'm near you. Yeah, I hope to be the first on this podium. But baby's no good fingers red in my skin. And the way you're looking at me, let's see my cups already.
It's a very R&B track. I think it's the only one I've ever made. And then I tried to imitate Michael Jackson.
I'm not on the cinema screen. I just got my voice in me. So baby, just bet on me. Baby, just bet
I'm so ashamed. But hey, it's my dad's favorite song of mine, so I'll take it. I'll take that. And it was like, you know, I'm trying to justify myself, but you know, when you're making music, if you don't have fun, there's no point of making music, right? That's my opinion. Oh, but what I didn't tell you is that when the group project ended, I sent a few demos to a few labels, hoping they may be interested in my demo. Okay, if I remember right, I sent Not a Princess and Ghost to a label called Rexius Records.
Hey crazy, alright. I've been sitting after my leave, after my dream. I was so bad and you finally got the better part of me.
I didn't really know who they were, didn't really expect an answer, a reply, but against all odds, one of their A&R contacted me quite quickly. They explained their concept. They invest 25% of the project and take 25% of the revenue. Okay, sounds pretty fair. I signed after reading the contract and thinking it through for a week, and suddenly I had a sound engineer, an art director, a project manager. Crazy. Working with professionals pushed me so much to improve myself, and that's when I really discovered who Wileyn was. At first, like during our first meeting, I remember bringing up that I wanted to do an EP. They said, bad idea. I said, okay. I wanted to release this, so the demo I sent to them, and this. And then something really painful happened to me, and I ended up writing this.
It was a shot put in the plane and you stabbed me again.
I already made a video explaining what inspired Heartbleed, so if you haven't watched it yet, I'll put the link here. That song changed everything for me. It transcended me. I felt it deeply, you know, so I instantly knew that this was going to be my debut song. Rexius and I had a deal for 2 singles, so while they were handling distribution and playlisting, I started working on the next project, Thriller. No, not this one. My Thriller, this one. Honestly, I could drop it tomorrow. That's how much I love this song. Like, it would need a little bit of work, but really, I think it's a good one. And then I wrote Devil's Paradise, which was inspired by Levi from Attack on Titan, which is my favorite anime, by the way.
The sacrifices that I've made, was it worth all the pain? I can't tell. Oh, I hear them shouting, that's a final victory. Gonna see all the fallen angels around me. Battle cries that cannot break like a melody. Now who's the enemy? Friends are gone, the last ones.
Fast forward to August. I was on vacation in Italy with my family when one night I woke up from a nightmare.
These nights are the coldest. In silence, my heart shouts your name. This melody again feels like it never ends. In my sleep, drowning in my tears.
My contract with Rexius ended on May 2025, and so I needed something to work on for the rest of the year, right? And instead of telling myself, okay, let's release a few singles, I made another EP. It had an introduction, 7 songs, and an outro, so 9 tracks total. We had Last Time, October, Heartbleed. Wait a minute. Ghost again? Yes, again. Dead Rose, Fire and Rain, Let Go, In Silence, and Love You Alone. Nice job, Wileyn. Now, did you release anything after In Silence? This EP is really like my diary. Every song captures a moment, a scar, a heartbeat. Okay, but t'as l'argent au moins pour sortir un EP? Out of all of the songs from the EP, Dead Rose is probably my favorite. Like, this song means so much to me. I want people to feel something when they listen to my music, right? And I think Dead Rose does that.
My heart through my skin, and I'll still call it love. I see you in every street, in every crowded store, like a haunting melody. I might be schizophrenic, but I can't stop seeing you through me.
I don't know, I feel something when I listen to it. I won't spoil too much because I still hope to release this EP next year, even if I have to release the mini version first. Since the beginning of this video, one song keeps coming back. Ghost. I've been carrying this song for over 3 years now, and I think it's finally time.
I can't let go from your ghost.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I honestly needed to share this with you. I didn't release everything I've worked on because I focus more on quality, but sometimes it just makes me feel like those 3-4 years of efforts went unnoticed. Like, this huge mountain of work just disappeared. So yeah, I wanted to show you everything and remind myself, and maybe you too, that the artist I am today is the result of 3 years of work, and that those years were worth it in the end. If you enjoyed the video and want to support me, please don't forget to like, maybe comment or share if you'd like. If you want to join the adventure as one of my Oblivions, then hit the right button.